Cliffhanger. That's one movie we haven't heard for in a while. Yeah, welcome to Broken World Entertainment, and of course we are talking about the remake, or somewhat sequel, light reboot, whatever the hell it is, of Sylvester Stallone's Cliffhanger, which now stars Lily James and Pierce Brosnan. Now the story structure, from what we understand, has remained what it was when Stallone was originally meant to be in it, but he dropped out and stuff like that. So it now has a release date, but now it also has a distributor. It apparently had one, but they pulled out due to finances. But now they're looking to get a new one. So it looks like they're going to try and push this for the big screen. The question is, we still aren't 100% sure whether or not this is a full remake, a reboot, a reimagining, even though you see it here, it's being classed as a reimagining, or a sequel. We don't know, but let's take a look at this anyway, because there seems to be curiosity more than interest in what this movie actually is and what it will do. So it says here, Cliffhanger's fate has just been sealed. A new domestic distributor for the reimagining of the '93 Sylvester Stallone action thriller has been found, meaning that it is no longer in jeopardy of losing its August release date. So that's actually the first time I've heard that it's meant to be coming out in August. So after Cliffhanger's original US distributor, Rocky, was reported to be money-strapped, it was unclear whether the action reboot was actually going to be released this year. Action enthusiasts can now rest as, according to Deadline, the reboot is nearing a deal that would see Neon come aboard as co-distributor. Now, here's the one thing that it's still unclear, and you're seeing that it hasn't said it yet. Is it getting released on the big screen? I don't know. Because at this stage, if it's coming out in August, we should have had trailers by now. How are you going to promote this thing if there's nothing there? We have not seen any trailer for this. We haven't seen any official poster for this. Nothing. We've just gotten these kind of candid images that came out, and this really is the only one. Well, that one, and I don't know if they have the other one. That was the other image. This isn't even the actual poster as far as I'm aware. It was just, that was the image, and somebody now added the chopper and all of that crap. But yeah, like, if it's meant to be coming out on the big screen, it's weird that you have not promoted this thing whatsoever. So it's saying, while there are believed to be multiple US suitors angling for Cliffhanger, Neon is in pole position and expected to be the final choice. The indie studio plans to release the action reboot through a revamped version of its Decal label. Decal was previously run as a joint venture between Neon and Bleecker Street. Bleecker Street, before the latter quietly divested its stake in the label last year. Okay, so RK initially picked up Cliffhanger in an 8-figure deal last year. The distributor was planning a 3,000 screen stateside theatrical release for the reboot before coming into money troubles. Until Neon officially signs on as a co-distributor, it's unclear just how wide a release the reboot will receive, if any. Because again, if this is coming out in August, we're halfway through May. We're almost at the end of May. You've 2 months basically to market this. You're not going to be able to do that at all. So if Neon does get Cliffhanger, the action thriller would definitely be a departure from the distributor's usual releases, which are typically high-end art house and genre movies. Now, we're seeing this happen quite a lot recently, where like the smaller arty kind of studios are trying to go for these bigger tentpoles. Just look at A21. They've been pushing for bigger brands, and now of course Angel Studios pretty much destroyed themselves with Animal Farm and bad, you know, calling out fans and stuff, which was just so strange. But this, nothing about this is indicating that this thing is going to land on the big screen. Again, when you have a movie that you have not been promoting in any way, no posters, no trailers, no TV spots, nothing, and now we're only being told that it might only now get a co-distributor to put it out. Put it out where? That's the question. Where? Like, cinema? Streaming? Straight to DVD? Where does it go? I don't know. And how do you promote a movie like this? Like, you can't rely on the name Cliffhanger. You can't. Because people will go, Cliffhanger, like the Stallone movie, and they're just seemingly calling it Cliffhanger. There's no like other tagline or anything like that to it. So that's where you really kind of need to be careful how you try and promote this thing. And if you're trying to promote it just off the name, you're gonna fail. Like, nobody's gonna take to it. Then you're seeing this. Of course, one of the biggest issues now is, of course, your Gabe character, which was Stallone in the original, is Lily James here. And that was the issue with the other movie when Stallone was still attached, was that it was going to be Gabe gets kidnapped and his daughter has to come and rescue him, and everybody was kind of like, really? That's the trope we're going with? So they've kept that story where it's the girl is going to save the guy. Pierce Brosnan is meant to be this rich mogul or something, and he gets kidnapped, and Lily James has to go up the mountain to save him, and I think his wife or something, or his daughter. So like, they've changed it from a father-daughter thing, but it's still the same type of thing. The guy gets kidnapped, the girl has to do the saving. And that's where you're kind of also looking at it going, yeah, in today's climate, that's not going to work. People are not going to want to go, well, just go and see the movie because it's got the name Cliffhanger, even though it's a girl. No, it's weird. We've no idea how much they've spent on this movie. Don't know what the budget is. Don't know what the money is for the cast. Obviously, they spend nothing on marketing because they have not marketed at all in any way. Nothing. How have you got this far and you still... Doesn't matter whether you have a distributor or not. You want to get interest there? Put out a trailer, make studios go, we wouldn't mind taking that. But nothing. So, it's curious. I doubt this thing will get an international release. And if it does, it'll be in like 2 cinemas in all of the world, like in Europe. So, I don't know what is actually going to happen with this new movie. But it has a release date for August this year. When exactly in August, don't quite know. There's something else coming out in August. Or is it a show? There's something coming out on the 16th of August. I can't remember what it is. And it's like everybody's going, oh god, one of these things. But yeah, this seemingly is going to drop sometime in August. Possibly with the at least co-distributor of Neon. And I'm assuming if it says co, it means Neon and that row K. So we'll wait and see. But does anyone still have any interest in this reboot, remake, reimagining, sequel, whatever it is, prequel? Like, God knows. We still don't even know what the full story is for the thing. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. And if you've seen any trailers or posters, especially in your local cinemas and stuff, let me know that as well. So, other than that, there's nothing about this that's like any developing story really, other than it's going to get a new distributor. So I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and hit that hype button and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I shall catch you all in the next one.